everybody, this is Natasha at Mission Bend Branch, and today we're doing Texas string art. These are the materials you're going to need to get started. You're going to need a piece of wood to do your project on. You're going to need a few skeins of DMC floss thread, some nails. I got 1-inch nails at Lowe's. And then you're going to need a cutout of the shape you're going to do. I'm obviously doing Texas. You're going to need a hammer, and here we go. Now you can start wherever you want. When you go to put in the next nail, the best way to do it and to measure the space in between is to the width of your finger. So you just put in your finger next to the first nail you're doing here, and then you're going to go ahead and mark where you're going to put the next one, and so on and so on. Always remember safety first when using a hammer and nails. You don't want to smash any fingers, so just be careful and make sure when you put in your nails into your project they go in straight. You can use a clothespin to keep them straight. I just did not have one on hand at this time, so that's why mine are a little crooked. And just if you have to toss one out and try again, go, so be it. Here you can see that I drew a little heart on the state. I put it in kind of close to where Houston should be on the map, because that's where I'm from. So after I finish all the nails, I'm going to do string, red string specifically on the little heart there. Here we are finishing up with the nails, and now we're going to put our thread on there. You want to do a few knots on your thread so it doesn't come undone as you're pulling the thread tight as you're stringing it through all the other nails. So you just want to do a few knots just to make sure it's nice and secure. And as you can see, I had a little bit of trouble doing that. It's a small space and it's kind of difficult, but you'll get it. And if you can't get the string through, just use your handy dandy letter opener that you may or may not have on your desk to pull the string through, and you just tighten it up real good and then get to stringing. Unfortunately, you can't see the little heart that I'm stringing some of it on. Sorry about that. I got cut out of vision here, but you'll see it in a minute, and it's gonna look really good. Here we are doing the stringing. You can do it in any way you choose. You can do like a border type of thing, or you can just do zigzag all around like I did. You can also use more than one skein of thread. I chose to go with one. You'll see in the end. That's how I liked it. But you can do multiple colors of crisscrossing the strings. I just chose to go with the red, white, and blue of the Texas flag to go with the theme. And let's see how it turns out. And here's where the fun begins. Trying to do the heart was a little bit more difficult because it was working in a smaller space, and to get the thread around without it popping off or tearing another one of the pieces of thread, it was a little difficult, but I got it to work and it looked great in the end. Here's where it gets even better, because here's where I have to remove the paper out from under the project. Because it was on 4 sheets of paper taped together, it made it more difficult to rip out from under. So I had a little trouble, and it took me longer than I would have liked, and I struggled. I ended up needing to use my X-Acto knife to cut the tape, which you'll see me use in a minute. And it was a bit of work to get that paper out from under there, but in the end, I did it. So just learn from my mistake, y'all. Don't use taped together paper. didn't want to put y'all through it, so I finally finished getting it all from under. And here I'm using a dark blue yarn, like a navy blue yarn, to do the outline of the state, so you can see it better with the contrast. And in the end, it looked really good. So here we go, and just make sure, just like when you did your thread, make sure it's tied tight so it doesn't come undone, and then that won't be a fun thing for it to happen. So just make sure it's super tight. I did a few knots here, and boom, and here we go. I hope you had fun making this project. Here's our finished Texas. Don't forget to like our Facebook page by using the QR code here, and follow our YouTube channel. Bye!